Well, welcome back to another vlog. This time I'm in County Mayo. I'm working along the northern coast of County Mayo. Last night we're staying in a camper van in Killala Bay, and it's quite a flat area. But nonetheless, I found an old barracks beside the beach and shot that at sunrise this morning. The wind, the whole day, the wind here has been incessant, and it's really only dying down now. And as you see behind me, I have the Dumbrishta sea stack, and the light has, it's about 30 minutes before sunset, and once again the luck's running against me, and the sun has dropped behind a bank of cloud on the horizon. But the light was absolutely super up until about 15 minutes ago. So it was casting beautiful warm light on this side of the stack and creating a nice bit of contrast with the far side, which was in shade. And I'm really shooting this. I made a decision not to move around. I'm shooting it straight on the sea stack in the middle, and had some nice cloud up above. You can't really see it in the video there now, but I'm quite pleased with the shot, using a 6-stop filter, shooting around 8 to 10 seconds or so, and getting a nice little bit of movement, maybe a little bit too much movement in the water below. So we decided to stay the night here at Dumbrishta, and I'm glad we did. I wanted to fly the drone this morning. The wind was just too high last night, and also wanted to see how the location fares for a sunrise shot. And it actually doesn't, because the sun rises away from the sea stack. So even this is the furthest part of the cliff that would bring the eastern sky into the frame, and even still, and it wasn't a great sunrise. Now I'm sure you could get a sunrise that would light up those clouds a little bit better. So before packing up, I couldn't resist taking a long exposure, and I've taken two images, two compositions, very simple. There's no foreground in either of them. It's just the sea stack, the sea and the sky. The first image is a portrait mode, and the second a landscape mode. You can't get much simpler than that. I'm very happy with the way the portrait turned out, and the landscape should be finishing up pretty soon. It's an 8-minute exposure, so I better go and check on that now. travelled west along the north coast of Mayo, and I've arrived here at Portnacloy. It's a lovely little cove, which I might take a few nice simple shots of the small waves crashing on a stunning beach. And I've walked out to a point down the cliff here to an edge that gives a nice view of the Stags of Broadhaven that was visible. And I took a shot with about a 600mm lens altogether from Dumbrishta, many miles in that direction. And so I said I'd love to get a photograph of it. I left my 50mm lens behind. I wasn't quite sure of the distance, so I brought a 135mm lens and a 14-24, and I have it on 24 here, an 8-minute exposure. Again, trying to do something similar to what I tried at Dumbrishta. Now, the stags here are very, very small in the frame, and that's perfect. I'm really happy with that. So I actually like taking macro photographs where the butterfly is small in the frame and the emphasis is given to the background, particularly around sunrise and sunset. And if you haven't seen my video on macro photography, sure, it's worth a few minutes. So there it is. Next on, we're going to move on the coast, keep going west until we reach that northwest corner of Mayo, and then we're going to go out onto the Mullet Peninsula and hopefully hit Blacksod this evening, unless one of these locations is so endearing and enticing that it persuades us to stay the night short of our target. So we'll see how the day goes, and that's really it. Mm-hmm.